What most people with low back pain really need to do is to build the endurance of their core muscles and move on a regular basis. And what does that endurance mean? No, that doesn't mean I want you to be able to do 5,000 sit-ups, because that is not necessarily a functional movement. We know through research that the muscles, especially this is in chronic low back pain, that the muscles that are around the spine, the muscles of our abdominal wall, the muscles of our pelvic floor, all have a decrease in endurance the longer you've been injured. And what is going to separate those that do really well and get back to everything and continue to have disability are those who can build that endurance back up to be able to support their spine throughout the day for whatever task that they need to do. So that being said, we need to focus on endurance first and foremost in safe ways. And we know that there's different positions that are going to put more biomechanical load on different tissues, and based on like the phase of healing that's going on, we know that how much relative force we can put through it. That's our job as PTs. But from like a strength and conditioning perspective, or even from an exercise progression perspective, we know that we need to start by turning these muscles on and getting them to stay on for a long period of time. I think we usually will think like, well, I work my back, I pick things up. It's like, great. That is for like a single effort. Maybe you pick something up and you put it right back down and your muscles only had to work for a few seconds. I'm talking about, can your low back and your spinal muscles hold you up against gravity all day long? Because I don't know about you, but I don't really get to lay down very much during the day, really not at all. And so as a result, my spine is like, those muscles have to hold me together and keep me functioning and moving, make sure my hips can do the right job. Like it's like really the spine is kind of like the center of everything. So if it's that important, we really need to focus on it. And so that's what we do here at DeWitt PT. That's what we're going to do in our Strong and Capable Spine Series class, is really make sure that people have a good solid base of endurance. Once you can do that, we just layer tasks on top of it to make it more interesting. And then at some point, a deadlift can be an endurance activity. Maybe we slow you down. Maybe we have you do more reps. Maybe we do everything, but maybe you're working for a minute or so. That's a long time to be under load. Maybe I just have you in a plank for a minute doing something else. Sometimes we'll put you in these different positions to challenge your endurance. It's not even so much, I give you maybe a band to pull on, like I don't care, maybe I don't even care about the band. I care about putting you in that position for long enough to create the endurance stimulus that we want that's going to get you better over time. And so that is why we need endurance, and that's how we work it into our program, whether it's PT or our training programs like our Strong and Capable Spine, whether it's our K2 program, our CrossFit program. This is continuous from rehab to performance here at DeWitt PT. So something to think about. Most people will just kind of want to feel better and they'll find a lacrosse ball or they'll try some stretches, get some acupuncture. That's great. Depends on how long those muscles have been off. You need to turn them back on. So if you're not doing the active work when it comes to your low back pain, you are missing out big time. And you're probably going to not get nearly as far as if you just did the endurance work, which is kind of boring, but we can make it fun. And it is what you need most.